This is our first. It's our first podcast, dude. It's our first podcast. We actually did it. We're doing it.
First ever. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to do it, but here we are. First episode 1.
How are you feeling? First of all, this is Mason Lyman here. And who am I speaking to right now?
My name is Sean Rowe. Born and raised East Side, but now West Side.
West Side till we die. But also, I wish I was from the East Side, to be honest. Like, my family's from the East, but
I feel like your family is always like talking about being from the East Coast, and like they have these like ups and downs of acting like they're from the East Coast, but you guys are West Side till you die. I
We're
can
West
tell.
Side till we
Your
die,
dad's a
yeah.
California boy.
he's a California boy. He definitely was a surfer. Unfortunately, I don't know how to surf, and he's a little disappointed in me about that. But you know what? We could move on from that. There's other ways I could make my father proud. Hopefully, with this podcast that we're doing, and we are setting up for this podcast.
Yeah, I'm right now currently trying to create an Audacity account, and I was on musehub.com. So that's just going to show you how it's going to go from here on out, man. It's just, it should be good. Everything should be fine.
You know what? I expect it to be a little hard in the beginning, you know, because like we're new boys, we're new podcasters. I feel like we earned that right to be called podcasters now. You know, it's like this is who we are now. But this isn't us. That's our podcast.
I
This
also
isn't
just
us.
realized you just announced our podcast name, which that's big. Obviously, a big moment in the show,
know.
big part of the show history.
I feel like I should have warned you about that, and I apologize.
But also, you don't need to create an Audacity account. I just realized that. Once you have the file downloaded, it's just a program you use. So you don't. I mean, fuck me.
So we're just gonna hack the system. We're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a file that I guess we don't need an account at all. Not one bit. Like an
Not at
account.
all?
No, you just download it.
Fuck. I mean, all right then.
It's done. Whatever we need to do to start the podcast, we got the microphones, we got the headphones. I didn't put them on. by
Yeah,
the
oh
way.
my God. First mistake, by the way. That's a classic podcaster mistake. You always need a headphones on. I have mine on. I have mine on one ear, though, because I like to hear the outside world. I don't like to be vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Because if someone knocks at that door right now, I don't know what to do.
I
I'll
don't
be
know.
terrified.
I don't know either, and I don't want to answer it.
I wouldn't have a clue who would be on the other side of that door.
Like, who do you not want to see on the other side of that door? If you had to open it, like, who would you not want to see on the other side of the door?
I mean, if I heard a
Oh, dude, that
if I
gave
heard
me
that,
chills. I
if
don't
I
know.
heard that come out and it was my grandma,
Oh my God.
I don't know. No words can describe what I would do in that situation.
Because your grandma's like not with us anymore, right? She's
She's very dead.
she's very dead. My grandpas are dead. Both of my grandpas. I feel like I should share that since we're
How many grandparents you got alive right now?
So I got my grandma, and I think I haven't talked to my other grandma, but I think she's doing well. You know, but
Are you counting step grandparents?
so step grandparents, I believe I have at least 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
5.
but I don't really count them, you know, because like, what have they done for me?
Not a single thing, other than. I mean, I guess they're directly involved in you being alive, though.
They are, but let's let's say this: they were never there for my basketball tryouts. They were never there for my basketball games. Like, they were never supporting me in anything I ever wanted to do. Like, where are they right now? You know what
I
I
hear
mean?
where you're coming from. I hear where you're coming
So
from.
why
because-
should I count them in my life when they were never there for me?
No,
Like,
and that's actually fucked up because
thank you, man. Jesus.
because the fact that they weren't there, but they put you into this world expecting you to be alone your whole life, gives me chills, man. It just gives me chills.
This is our first episode, and I feel like we should. I mean, we got a bunch of segments to do. We got some plans for you guys, you know, and we're gonna keep it comedy related because we're a bunch of funny boys. We like to doing funny things.
We do funny stuff, and you guys really thought that we were going to come into this podcast just talking about random stuff. You think we didn't have a plan?
That's bullshit.
You think we didn't, like, someone didn't sit us down and teach us what to do our entire lives.
Holy shit, dude.
We've
Yeah,
been
no.
ready.
Yeah. But anyway, Sean, like, what should people expect when they listen to our podcast?
They should expect to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
They should expect to cry.
Preach.
They should expect to see light. And
I-
when I say see light, I don't mean religiously. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm not a super religious guy. I like stuff about things, but not things about stuff.
I like to say, I believe God, and that should be it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I should be like, yeah, sure, I'll believe in the guy.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're preaching right now, though.
No, dude. I don't want to be like one of those guys.
Okay.
I'll just be like, yeah, sure, I believe that person existed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But why should I not do fun stuff to continue believing in this guy? You know what I mean? For all the potential Christians that listen to this podcast, I'm sorry, man, but like, I don't know what you expected.
And since we're on the subject, of God, how about we talk about something else? How about we talk about the next best thing from God, our personal heroes? How about we talk about who our personal heroes are and why they're our personal heroes? I mean, I guess I'll start. LeBron James. I mean,
Okay.
kid from Akron, Ohio. What about you? Who's your hero? You explain yours, and I'll go into mine.
This is a hard one. Wait, no, it's not. Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, dude. If you don't know me, I'm a huge Blade fan. I love Blade. I feel like Blade. You know what? I'm going to say it. Blade saved Marvel movies, and
Wow, that's a bold statement.
no, I'll fucking die on that too. Like Blade, Wesley Snipes himself saved Marvel. He really changed my life. I really, before Blade, I was just a lost kid. I didn't know where I was. Honestly, I was just lost.
I think Blade actually has one of the top 5, if not top 3, maybe top 1. Who knows? You never know. Best opening scenes
Best opening scenes.
from a movie franchise in the history of ever.
And I don't want to be biased, but I think it's number 1 for me, buddy.
Okay.
Because I think the opening scene alone saved
right.
Marvel
Okay.
a bunch of money, which made Marvel Cinematic Universe. That
Sexy vampires.
sexy vampires.
Blood raining from the ceiling.
I feel like we wouldn't have a Queen of the Damned without Blade.
You think if they thought you were a vampire in this situation, so let's take it back. Let's put you in Blade's situation. Okay, you're not Blade, but you're just a party goer at the party that night.
Right. But
okay?
am I
You're not a vampire.
okay?
You're pretending to be a vampire, and you got some sort of cologne on that makes you seem like a vampire to them. They can't detect
So
you're
I'm
not a vampire.
I'm a familiar.
You're a familiar. They
Okay.
think they're cool with you,
All right. Cool.
and everyone there's sexy. Everyone there is getting down and dirty, blood spraying all across them. First of all, are you on the dance floor at that moment, or are you like hiding from the blood?
I feel like if the time is right and the techno is bumping, I'm gonna be on that dance floor covered with blood, with a bunch of vamp baddies.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm dancing on them, they're dancing on me. We're having a fun time.
Okay, now you're on the dance floor. Wesley Snipes walks in, okay, which is vis-a-vis Blade, everyone, okay?
Blade.
He walks in with a pumpy, okay? A pumpy and a blade on his back. Are you running, or are you trying to get an autograph?
Because he's obviously there to annihilate people.
He's murdering hundreds of vampires.
Sadly, I would have to run away and hopefully meet him like outside of the club scene because obviously I want his autograph, but I mean, I don't want him to find me in this situation when I'm like already dancing with a bunch of baddies, a bunch of vamp baddies, and I don't want him to see me dancing with a bunch of vamp baddies.
The question is, do you even want to meet him? Do you want to meet your hero? Because I'm so afraid that LeBron James is going to be a piece of shit.
Oh, he's definitely gonna I hate to say it to you, but you need a reality check. He's gonna treat you like shit.
I just want LeBron James to know my name, and I
know.
want
I
him
know.
to be able to spell my name.
I feel like you have to go through crazy measures for that to happen. Like you need to like start stalking him. You need to like go after his family,
But then he's going to hate me.
right? But
And
he
then I'm going
knows
to
your
get the
name.
bad side of LeBron. The LeBron I don't want to meet.
No, but
I want the he built a school, LeBron.
he did.
He built a school and gave a bunch of kids bikes.
Akron, Ohio,
That's where he's from.
right?
He's born and raised.
But I feel like it would be easy for me for like Wesley Snipes because like he's not as big as he was back then.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if I go up to Wesley Snipes himself, I'm like, sir, it's an honor. I think he would give me a fist bump, and he would be like, "Hey, you want to buy me some coffee or something?" And I'll be like, "Of course, dude. I want to buy you some coffee."
I got a tough one for you. What if Wesley Snipes pushed a little child to the floor?
Honestly, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd probably help him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like that's bonding. You know, like I want to bond with him. I want to.
You think that's a way you guys can connect? Is to push little children onto the floor?
I think so. I think it'll start an opening conversation. You know,
I
what
could
mean?
see it.
Like we push the kid on the floor, the kid's crying, but then that leads to a conversation that hopefully it will turn into like an open friendship relationship. You know, we'll drink some coffee, and I honestly, I'm such a big fan. I almost like 80% chance I almost got a Wesley Snipes tattoo on my arm. I want like
Not
Blade.
Blade. Oh,
no,
okay.
Blade.
Oh,
Definitely
okay,
Blade.
okay. Just a regular picture of Wesley Snipes would
Honestly,
be crazy.
probably
Like him in like a top hat.
maybe like him in Demolition Man. You know what I mean? Because that's also a great movie he was on.
Second best.
Second
best Wesley Snipes movie.
But yeah, with the LeBron, because LeBron is still going, dude. He's still he's so big.
Like I'm actually afraid of LeBron James right now. I'm not afraid of Wesley Snipes. I mean, respect to Wesley Snipes, and he's a great American hero.
Right.
But LeBron James would beat my ass, and Wesley Snipes, I don't know if he can.
But like, also, why would you want him to beat your ass? You know what I mean? Like, why would you ever want that to happen? I feel like
I wouldn't want that to happen, and that's why. Because if it came down to it, would you just let Wesley Snipes beat the shit out of you? Like if Wesley Snipes hated your guts, and you guys were at a grocery store and you forgot to put your cart back into the cart corral, and Wesley Snipes has a vest
guys.
on, and he's part of the cart narcs. Wesley Snipes is part of the cart narcs,
I was afraid he was going to be one of those guys.
and you didn't put your cart back. What are you doing in that situation?
I probably wouldn't test it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's Wesley Snipes. I don't know what he has under all that.
First of all, I know you'd put your cart back.
Oh, yeah,
I've seen you
I
at a
put my
grocery
cart
store.
back. I put my cart
knows.
back.
Everyone knows he would.
But if I had to fight him, I would probably, like, if I had to, I had no other choice.
You have no other choice. I mean, he's not going to kill you. That's what you know. The one thing you
cool.
know is he's not going to murder you.
Right.
So you could either let him beat the shit out of you.
No weapons.
No weapons. He's just going to beat the living, like not the living shit out of you because he's not going to kill you, but he's going to beat the shit out of you. You're going to hurt, obviously. But
If I do have to fight him, I'm gonna have to look at him and be like, "I'm sorry." You know what I mean? It's like, "Sorry, dude," and then just dag him in the face. Hopefully, that would just get rid of like his consciousness.
no, but I think if you actually fought Wesley Snipes, like and you actually were trying, I think you'd murder him. I don't think it'd be even close.
You really think so?
I think so.
Okay,
like right
cool.
now, not prime Wesley Snipes,
Prime, dude. Obviously, like he's beating my ass, but
but also you're not in your prime yet.
I'm not in my prime yet, and I'm really glad that you said that.
So maybe your prime. I haven't seen you in your prime yet. I've seen you in this like say you died tomorrow.
Okay.
Apology, but if you died tomorrow, you will have a prime of your life, which would be probably right now. I think if out of the life that you've lived, I think you're in the prime of your life right now.
Right.
From what you've lived. If you were to die tomorrow,
If
obviously.
if I die, I'm a legend.
And you know who was else in the prime of his life?
Drizzy Drake.
Drizzy Drake.
Drizzy Drake. I'm glad we agreed on that.
Drizzy Drake is in the prime of his life.
I love. What do you think about the Drake and Kendrick beef going on? What's up with that?
I just think that the whole thing with Kendrick and Drake. First of all, I used to like Kendrick. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna cap.
Okay, that was a big word for you. That was all right.
I'm not gonna lie. He was the boy back in the day. Not like us was cool. You know, bumping and grinding was the good stuff. However, he can't come at my boy like this.
You can't, dude.
He can't. He can't become an op and then act like he's my friend.
Right, and he's not.
He's not my friend.
You know, with me, never liked Kendrick. Never liked him.
Okay.
Like,
Which is respectable.
there was a couple songs I was like, okay, decent, whatever.
What's that? Poor, drank,
Right.
headshot, drank.
And then the those were it.
No, he's got some good. Yeah, he had some good songs, and I'm not going to say his new album doesn't have some good songs, but first of all, the new album sounds the same. Every
Sounds
single
the
song
same.
is. First of all, stop.
Please
Stop with the. I mean, are you from Atlanta? Is Kendrick from Atlanta?
No, he's fucking Compton till he dies. He's literally holding up a West Coast fucking finger sign right now as we speak.
He's got it. He's got him taped
He
together.
keep that shit underneath the table, bro. He like eats with it.
He's too hard. He's too hard.
He is, dude. He's way too hard. But dude, I thought that Super Bowl halftime show was so corny, dude. And I'm not saying it because I'm a huge Drake fan. I'm saying it because like you could have done anything, dude, but you obviously had to bring up boy Drake because to me, that's how you stay relevant, bro.
He had the biggest shot in his career to put on a show. Which, by the way, he had a Super Bowl already. Played the same song. He did Humble last Super Bowl. He did the Humble this Super Bowl. Not cool. But
and then there was people that were like saying, "But you're not getting the message. You're not getting the hidden messages in that." I was like, I don't give a fuck.
the message is if you were watching on TV, you had a good experience watching the halftime show. But if you were in the audience, you're like, what is going on?
Right. Oh, the hidden message. If you're watching it on TV, you pretty much waste your fucking time. I don't know. SZA is the only fucking good thing about that.
Serena Williams is still hot, though. I mean, I can get down with Serena.
Sure. I even forgot who it was, dude. Like, she's so, like, I thought she was so irrelevant, too. I was like, who's that? And then somebody pointed it out to me, and I was like, okay.
Right.
Like, moved on from that.
Imagine being good at tennis and everyone liking you because of it.
Right. Like, never going to be me. Like,
No,
you'll
I
never
could be
find
the
me
best
like
tennis
that.
player, and everyone's like, get away from me.
Right. Like,
Get out of my
the
face.
fuck you doing in my house? Like, no, but I thought that was a little corny to me. Like, fucking Drizzy Drake is still on top, making platinums, making diamond records, dude. He's still fucking six god till he fucking dies, dude. I'm holding up my 6 fucking fingers right now, dude. I don't know if that's a
Can't
gang.
confirm he is.
Is that a gang sign?
I can't tell, but I
All
just
right, maybe I should put it down.
Okay, he did not.
Cool.
I can't confirm anymore. I don't know if he was actually putting it up. I just
All right,
said that.
I'll put it up one more time. Is this a gang sign?
I don't know.
All
But
right.
if I took a picture and maybe I shouldn't do that.
No,
Maybe
please
not.
don't.
I
All
won't
right.
do that.
I don't. I'll drop it down for now. But like, he's 6 god till he fucking dies, and I'm standing by him. And like,
Stand by him. And I know we're talking about this whole Drake and
Should we bring-
Kendrick beef because of the Super Bowl, but our household has been divided
it's been divided.
for years.
And it's crazy too because are we going to talk about the allegations about Drake or fucking what allegations? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
What allegations?
like who stepped up and be like, Drake did that to me?
Right. No one even came forward. There's no, you know how they go on the FBI and they're like, here's the list of the people. There's no list.
No, none.
There's not one list.
And then all the celebrities supporting Kendrick, most of them are fucking gross people, dude.
I don't understand how many people are standing behind Kendrick is crazy.
It's
to me.
crazy. It's hypocrisy.
Meanwhile, Drake's over here on fucking Kick, betting millions every day like it's nothing. Doesn't even care.
Oh, first of all, giving like thousands of dollars to random fans that go to his concerts, by the way. I'd never see Kendrick do that.
Kendrick is one of those guys where he talks about black liberation and he talks about creating equality for all, but he ain't doing nothing to
Man.
separate. I mean, he definitely did some stuff at the halftime show, but what else is he doing? He ain't going back to the neighborhood unless he is. I don't know.
Because, Kendrick, let me ask you this. Kendrick, if you're listening to this, let me ask you this.
First of all, Kendrick, if you're listening to this, fuck you.
Yeah, honestly, fuck it, dude.
But continue. Sorry for
Well,
cutting you off.
also, Kendrick, what's next? What's next for you, buddy? Sure. All right, sure, I'll give you that banger that you did about Drake, that you need him. You need him to be relevant. What's next? Are you going to continue dissing the 6 God? Which, by the way, barely did a dent to him.
It actually did nothing.
It did
if anything,
nothing.
you're promoting the boy.
Dude, he's
You're
going to
bringing
drop
up
an
his
album.
name.
He's going to drop a fucking sexy album on Friday. And you know I'm about to fucking blast that shit in the shower.
And everyone wants Drake to clap back, but I don't know if he's gonna, man. I don't know if
Right.
it's worth his time.
It's not worth his time, bro. But, you know, that's how it is, man. I'm a Drizzy Drake till I die. You could come after me all you want. Just know I'm holding this 6 up.
He is holding the 6 up.
And I don't know if that's a gang sign. I don't know.
I don't know either. I wouldn't even be able to, like, what gang would that be?
Right. Right? Is it like some kind of Canadian gang or something? But are they nice?
No way.
No way they're nice.
No way. Canadians, nice? Where have you heard that before?
Right. I don't know. Like, are they, the tariffs are like fucking destroying them, right?
I don't know if it's even, are tariffs even happening?
I don't know anymore. I'm so not involved with this whole.
I try
political
to
shit.
stay involved and I try to keep up, but man,
Fuck that.
fuck out of here with
Dude,
that.
all I care about with my fucking where's my fucking apple slices at? Where's my fucking apple slices with peanut butter at? That's all I eat.
Where's my goddamn protein bar at?
I'm gonna be eating apple slices with peanut butter with my six up. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
we should actually talk about something pretty serious.
Okay.
I think Mason and I should really go into something real quick.
Oh shit. Okay, first episode we're gonna do this.
I think we should go into the fact that you and I have lost about 100 pounds.
Oh my God,
I've lost
yeah.
100 pounds. I don't know how much. I mean,
I'm
over 120.
currently 120. Yeah,
120?
a little over 120. It's
I mean,
crazy.
we are changing our lives completely.
Honestly, if you're listening to us and if you know Sean and I for like the longest time, and we were fat as fuck,
Hefty guys.
hefty motherfuckers.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, and honestly, we didn't know.
We didn't know. Honestly, when I look at photos back then, dude, it was diabolical.
I thought I was in peak physical condition.
I thought so too. I was like, dude, I'm a big guy and I love it.
Oh, and I thought 360, no one's fucking with me. 360, 370,
I wish
no
somebody.
one's messing around with me.
I wish somebody back then, before we started this whole fitness journey, I wish somebody back then just gave it to me straight and told me I look like a blob piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fucking garbage can.
But when you're that big, no one really wants to say stuff to
Nobody,
you.
dude. It's fucking.
Unless you look weak, and we didn't really look like
we didn't
that,
look
you
weak.
know,
We were just fucking.
because we're former athletes.
Oh, yeah.
We're peak
Yeah, say it louder. Say it louder for everybody here.
former athletes.
No, but very proud of the progress we've been doing. We've been, working out so much. We're about to do a 5K run soon.
Right. We've done a 10K.
We've done a 10. That was our first marathon. We did a 10K. We're going to do half a marathon.
Yeah, that's coming up April 20th or something
April
like that.
20th,
something close to that. I mean,
But we're doing it, man.
That's gonna be
We're-
crazy.
We're doing it. We're only getting better. You know,
and the craziest thing is the journeys that we've been on. The journey we went is completely different.
completely.
Mason stays in the lab, in the gym, getting cut, getting peak physical condition, and I'm barely. I'm not saying barely.
Nah, don't
but
say barely, bro. You gotta humble yourself.
I run a lot. Like I run. That's mostly what I do. I barely lift weights. I hardly ever lift weights.
You got me into running. You got me into running.
And we've lost a good amount of weight. Mason, I think, has made a little more progress with me. I think I need to get more into the weights, and we'll talk about that after the podcast. By the way,
Of course.
I need to get more into the weights. But I think no matter how you want to do it, just start.
Just start.
Just
Be
start one day.
consistent. Start. No, like, track your calories. That's all you pretty much have to do. Like, quit fucking eating a bunch of junk food all the time.
Hey, what's that? A Rice Krispie treat? A Rice Krispie treat got about 240 calories in it. Just one.
Just one.
I put down about 6 of them back
I
in
know.
the day.
Back in the day,
Don't
dude, I
matter.
would have been like,
Ain't nothing.
I would have ate the box, dude. It was that good.
That's a lot. I mean, probably fiber.
I mean, yeah, it has some nutritional value to it. Sean, since it's our first episode, we don't have any sponsors, none at all. But I'm expecting some sponsors soon. You know what I mean?
So I think this is 24 minutes into this podcast would be probably what we're expecting our first ad break would be. So,
right.
But
But,
I mean, if you guys like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, 100%. Comment, subscribe. We're only getting bigger from here. But Sean, there's this letter.
We're only getting bigger from here. We have we haven't posted one thing yet.
No,
so
we definitely did. Sean, there's this letter right here, and I feel like I should read it. I feel like
okay.
this is a good time for an ad break. Do you know who dropped this letter off?
I saw the letter in the front desk. I know Susan. Had the letter.
It says my name on it. I feel like I should read it.
Go for it.
Sorry.
I say rip it open slowly though.
Okay, yeah. Oh wow, it's a long letter.
Okay.
All right. I guess I'll just start reading.
Just start
That's
reading the letter. Go for it.
Dear
Wow,
Ma-
that's a long letter, by the way.
It is. It's fucking It's huge. The letter, not my dick. Anyway. Dear Mason, this is your dad. Long lost dad. Holy shit.
First of all, can we hold on? Is that actually your dad, do you think?
I have never met
Hold
my
on
dad.
1 second. Hold on. I'm looking through right now. Here's an old letter from Mason's dad. Can you compare the handwriting on that? That's
Oh
an
my
old
God.
letter and a new letter. Is that
First
the
of
same
all,
handwriting?
First of all, where the fuck did you get this letter from?
You literally have had this box of letters sitting here
Holy
for
shit.
about a year and a half.
Should I?
And I read all of them, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
But continue. But we can confirm that is actually his dad's letters. Go.
Wow. I'm kind of choking up here. Haven't seen him since I was a kid. But okay, dear Mason, it's your dad, long lost dad. I'm here to write you a letter to know that I'm still alive, doing well. But there's a little secret that you probably don't know about. What? Secret? You're Peruvian. What? What? Yeah, you're Peruvian. You're a Peruvian man.
I always thought you looked a little Peruvian.
I had a feeling, dude. I had a little hunch. But anyway, it says, yeah, you're Peruvian. You've been Peruvian. You say you're Italian, but you're actually Peruvian.
And again, that's a big identifier for your family. The whole
is.
Italian thing.
Wow, I was eating so much pasta back then. I was
Back in the day.
say, son, it's time for you to come. Not semen. Come home. Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad
You clarified.
clarified
Thank
that.
God. No diddy.
What does that say? Say, manatees? What does that say? Manatees?
Manatee. That's like a seal, right? Or something like
Oh
that.
no, it says I have man titties. What the fuck? Dad, holy shit. He has my sense of humor. I love that.
He's your father.
All right, cool. I mean, that kind of clarifies it, right? I was like, all right, so I don't know what this has to do with the letter, but all right, it says I have man titties.
I think if I were to picture your dad, I would
Okay.
picture him with some man titties. I picture a couple man titties.
Wow, really? You don't think he's like a shredded guy? Like,
I think he used to be shredded. I think he's an
Okay.
ex-athlete, pro athlete.
okay, cool. All right. All right, let me continue reading. I'm almost done.
It's a long letter though.
Right. I have man I have man titties now. Okay. Just thought you would know that. I have a new girlfriend, 2 new girlfriends. Heyo. Whoa.
Dang,
Dad.
he's a go-getter.
He's a
Your
player,
dad's a
though.
surfer, right? Was
He was a surfer.
right.
Wow, this is probably how he got 2 girlfriends. But he
think
has
so.
he has man titties. He has 2 girlfriends. That's crazy. I'm single. That's it. That's the note. It seemed a little longer than I thought, but it's not.
Wait, can we go back
Oh, yeah, sure.
for 1 second and just talk about how you just said that you're single?
Yeah, I'm single. I don't like being in a relationship. You know what I mean? It's like I don't got time for that.
You think it's something like, do you really not want to be in a relationship, or you just don't want to deal? You don't want to put in the effort to be in a
I
relationship?
think a little bit of both. I think guys are afraid to say they don't want to put in the effort, man. They just want to do them, be themselves, do
Yeah.
them things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then do them things.
What things?
Girls. You know? I don't. All right, maybe I shouldn't call them things.
Right.
They're
Because
respectful females.
2025.
2025, we gotta. But yeah, I feel like just don't have enough time for a relationship. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do my comedy career too. Like I need to do more stand up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think the comedy career has been kind of going good for you, though. I
Yeah.
feel like you've had more of an uphill trend. You haven't had a
Right.
downhill trend. So
Which like I want to keep that going. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like I don't have time for because a lot of mad honeys be coming to me. It's like I'm gonna be in a relationship with you type shit. And I'm
Right.
like
especially now that you're getting jacked, like
Right. It's
I mean,
crazy.
before I understand why. You know what I mean?
it's crazy, but yeah, I pretty much have to push them away. You know, and
Yeah.
focus on my goals, which is do stand up, podcast.
Stand up podcast, and you're young.
And
How old are you?
I'm in my 20s.
Okay, in your 20s. I was born in 1995, so I will be 30 as of July.
Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I don't really care, to be honest with you,
Right.
for either way.
Okay.
But like, I'm not like, I want to go crazy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I'm not trying to go crazy or nothing like that. But I will say that I don't know how long we got to live, and I'm afraid of death. And I hope I live till I'm 150.
That's a crazy number, but I'm fucking with it.
I mean,
fuck with it.
think about this. People right now are dying at like 90, 100. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? People back in the day, people 30 years ago were dying at like 80.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by the time I'm 90, that people are going to be living to 120.
Right.
By the time I'm 120, people are going to be like, oh, 130, 140 is about the time to go. So I'm hoping by the time I get up there, I'm living for quite a while because I don't want to die.
You know, I could see you as a guy that could live to like 150.
Yeah.
Maybe not like 160s. But
Right,
like in the
right.
150 areas.
Right.
You know what I mean?
160 seems like a little much for a guy like
Right.
me.
It's like, all right, you're just pushing it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but also-
you're trying to be cool. It's not cool.
I think the decisions that we make at a young age
Mm-hmm.
really are going to define whether or not we're going to live a long time too, you know? I mean, obviously we can try to correct things and try to fix things later on in life, but
Right.
if we don't do the corrections early on, we're just eating a shit sandwich.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. And I do not want to eat a shit sandwich at all. Like, it's not appetizing. I don't.
No. Well, like wheat bread though. I mean, wheat bread's the only way I'd have to go, or
Right.
keto bread.
Keto bread, of
Yeah.
course, or a low carb quesadilla.
Yeah, usually you just go in for a lettuce wrap and you're good to go.
Right.
Though.
Get
Lettuce
one of
wrap.
those protein double doubles from fucking In-N-Out Burger.
And you know what's crazy? I used to hate In-N-Out Burger.
Oh yeah,
I was
same.
one of those guys who's like, "What's wrong with In-N-Out?" Like In-N-Out, everyone likes In-N-Out. The
I don't
line's
see it.
long all the
Right.
time. The
Always.
funny paper hats make them look silly.
Silly as fuck. If I was working there, I'd be like, "Fuck out of here with that."
Oh, you try to put a paper hat on me? Try to put a paper hat on me right now. I dare you.
Wait, you talking to me
Anyone.
directly? I mean, I'm the only one in here. I do
Okay.
not want to do
I'm
that.
talking to our audience.
Should I stop making this fucking paper hat right now?
If you see me on the streets and I'm walking down the street
Mm-hmm.
and you put a paper hat on me, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have big problems.
Big fucking problems. You know what? I'll say the same.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll be like, why did he do that? And second of all, you know what? Thank you, but please don't do that again. I got to be respectful on the streets, especially like with my credibility. I have a lot of credibility on my streets.
You do have street cred.
So I got to be respectful. And I'll keep it straight up with them too. I'll be like, hey man, if you do that again, I'll have to like politely fuck you up. You know what I mean? It's like, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that situation ever. But
Yeah, I think street cred is important nowadays. I think street cred is important for young generations. I think street cred is important for older generations, and specifically, I think street cred is important for when you're trying to buy drugs. I think if you are on the streets and you want to buy drugs, you got to have a little bit of street cred. And this is something that we were going to talk about a little bit. And we were going to talk about a little bit about the dynamic of my relationship with Mason and his relationship with me, and how I smoke weed. I smoke weed pretty frequently,
wow.
pretty much every day, and
Okay.
and we are roommates. We live together, and I smoke every single day, and so does my wife, and so does other people,
Right.
and so I smoke, and I do other drugs. I try mushrooms, and I try acid, and I try like
Right.
stuff to
You're-
hallucinate and stuff like that.
They're experimenting they're drugs, but they're not like heroin or
Right. No, I would never do crack,
my gosh.
speed, heroin. I'm not taking pills. I'm not taking
No.
opiates. I'll do stuff that makes you have fun.
Right.
And I'm not even taking like ecstasy or Molly. I'm not even
What?
taking any of that. I'll probably only do weed, mushrooms, and acid. That's pretty much. I'll do like a DMT too, but that's like another thing. Same thing. It's
Right.
like the same kind of like it makes you like trip out a little bit and
Right.
stuff like
With
that.
all that, I have no clue. I don't respectfully, I don't do any of those
Right.
things. I'm a clean boy. But again, with our relationship, because you do that and I don't do all that, it's still we
Right.
still connect. We still it's not a big problem around the house.
Do you ever get friends? So like obviously I would never even pressure you, even
Oh, yeah, of
ask if
course.
you want any, you know?
Right.
But do you get friends when you're out at parties and stuff that pretty much try to like either pressure you or kind of like ask you to do stuff that you don't want to do? And how do you kind of handle that?
I do get people that I would say back then I would get a lot of people doing that because like at the age now, like I don't get people doing that, but back then I used to, and those are the kind of people like I don't hang out with. You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
first of all, if you're gonna pressure me to do this, you're a weak man. You are an asshole.
Right.
I don't want to call you an asshole. You're probably a good guy, but
Okay. Switch up.
yeah, I had to switch up real quick. But just like don't ruin a vibe. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah,
I say
like if-
no, it's a no. Don't be a weirdo. You know?
Right. Like it's cool to offer, you know,
Right.
because you never know who does and doesn't, you know.
oh yeah, for sure. But
But read the room.
read the room.
That's
man.
all.
And I feel like they're just digging too hard
Right.
into like trying to get me to do this, which is weird. By the way, I don't know. And everybody else is like, yeah, maybe you should do it. Like I don't know. I get that feeling that nobody else like. It's weird. I guess it's just me, but like I feel like if somebody offers me or keeps offering me drugs, trying to pressure me to do drugs, I feel like there's not a lot of people that could help me in that situation. They're just there looking like whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like it's weird being in that situation because first of all, don't know why I'm even around that situation. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like I don't do all that, but I guess I'm okay with being around it. You know, it's not it's cool, but like you got to be cool. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
You can't freak out.
right. It's like, and then you just don't pressure me, man. Just do your thing. I'll do my thing. You know, it's like,
Keep it slick back. Keep it comfortable.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
and I have this fucking gun. If you keep doing it, I'll fucking shoot you. No, but yeah, I tend not to be around those kind of people anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I keep my friend group closed in. You know, got my dog.
Keep it down.
Keep it down. And what you do, you respect my boundaries. You respect
Oh.
you know, me in general, and I fuck with that.
But I could see how other people could like say something, you know, because I even see it. Like when I smoke and I do stuff, and even when I go out and people are like, "Hey, you want to smoke?" and if I don't feel like smoking,
Right, dude.
it's I guess it's end of the world.
Right.
It's World War Z.
And that
bro.
should and no should just be it.
right. I'm
You know
like,
what I
bro,
mean?
hey, I'm good.
I'm
like,
good, dog.
It's not because I ain't no, you know, I ain't on edge about it. I just don't. I'm chilling right now.
First of all, if you need me to smoke with you to have a good time, like you just don't want to have a good time with me
Nah.
at all. in
And
general.
also,
Like,
if you need to smoke or drink or any of that shit to have a good time, that's the problem.
that's the problem, man.
That's where you're starting from.
You know what? People be like that. I stay over here strapped in. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Keep it tucked.
keep it tucked, man. I keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it chugging.
Yeah, but I say we have a good relationship with ours. You know, it's like we do our own thing. You do your thing. We respect each other. You know.
Yeah, and we also hustle. Like sometimes
hustle,
we don't say, you know, sometimes we don't even see each other every day,
Oh,
and we
right.
live in the same house.
Right.
Sometimes, you know, I'm busy till 9 o'clock. You're busy till 10, 7, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and
Right.
I get home. I go straight to the bed. You know what I mean? Or you go home and you go to your room and you're just trying to watch something
Right.
on TV. Like it's so chill. The living situation that we have created is so chill.
It's fucking chill, isn't it?
It's wild
It is wild. It's
because some people, dude, they get roommates and they just hate their lives, bro.
right, dude. But
People have roommates from hell and stuff.
I don't think we ever had like a big ass fucking blowout with
No.
each other. It's been chill the whole time. We've been living with each other for like 3 years.
Yeah, something
Years?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest strife that we have is like dishes.
Right. Which is
And-
like, easy work, brother.
Hey, let's take care of it, bro.
Let's take care of it, brother.
Let's go down to the saddle store and pick up some new dishes.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But yeah, all that stuff, like we locked in on that. We know.
Right. We figured it out.
Yeah,
We got a
figured it out.
dishwasher.
Yeah.
That shit takes care of most of it.
Anyways, you guys, this isn't us. This isn't us podcast. We wanted to make this podcast, the first episode, talk about us a little bit, get to know us. Obviously, in the future, we're gonna deep dive in some segments, some funny comedy content. But for now, I feel like it's a good idea to share some shit about us, about our life, and what we want to do with this podcast.
Yeah, I think over time, we're going to obviously break down funny videos for you guys. We're going to break down political stuff. We'll go political a little bit. We're not going to really go too political, but we'll kind of go over some stuff a little bit in the future. We'll talk about funny videos, obviously. We'll go through. And obviously, you guys know some big things are coming from us. You guys are going to see Facebook, Instagram Reels. You're going to see some
Reddit posts,
some YouTube Shorts.
You
might see an animated video every once in a while. Who knows? Depends on what happens at the time. But
we got a lot of good ideas for the future. But
and that's all. And that's all it is ideas right now. But right now, all that we had an idea was the podcast. The podcast was just an idea.
This is the beginning, and hopefully, it's gonna take us to somewhere big.
Somewhere big, somewhere where maybe we're not, I don't know, paying fucking rent every month.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe.
Which is a lie. We own our house, by the way.
We own a house.
We don't
do
pay
own a
rent.
house.
Mortgage. Mason, and
other
my
people.
wife and other people.
Yeah.
We own a house together. And we're chill. We're pretty cool guys.
A big chin in it. But
own a house before we're 30, no big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't want to flex a little bit, but
I'm not flexing on anyone.
But yeah, so I guess the question is like, where do you expect this to be in the future? Like, where do you expect this podcast to like take us in the future? Like, what impact is it
I would
make?
love to say that we're gonna get big and we're gonna be right next to JRE and all those guys. You know what I mean? All the big podcasts. But I think I'll be happy if we get a small audience of 50, 60,000 like subscribers, and we have a loyal audience of 10,000 people a day that watch or listen to our content. I'll be happy with that.
You know what, Sean? Mark my words, man. Mark my words. We will be on top. We'll be with the greats. I'm talking about JRE, Kill Tony, fucking Shane and Matt podcast,
which is great, by the way.
Which is amazing. Yeah. We listen to all those podcasts.
Things to Know is up there on the podcast
Things to
list
Know,
too.
yeah.
That's, I mean,
I want to be up there with the greats, bro. Not like up there. I want to be on top of that motherfucker.
I bet you we'd be on top right now if we had like a Watch Mojo voice.
Right.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
And we could honestly, we could pick up on that. We could try to do something with that.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea. But again, I want to be.
I think what my biggest thing that I would always wanted to do was make like audio clips for animated videos.
Oh yeah,
I think I've always wanted to do something like that, right. And I think this is a perfect avenue to where we can maybe do that,
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And definitely, we can talk about it at the same time,
Definitely big things are going to happen. Big things.
And possibly sign with Fox next summer.
Ooh, okay.
Who knows? Maybe we get signed for an all new adult animated series.
I was thinking like maybe do, I don't know, a live podcast at Coachella. That's what I was kind of thinking.
That would be cool. I actually don't know if I'd want to sell out to Fox.
Right. No, right? Aren't they like in deep shit right now?
Right.
Or?
Put me. No, I think that's CBS. I think CBS is in deep shit.
But we'll get into politics later.
Right.
We're not going to do that now.
Right.
Again, I guess
I think I'd want to be released on like Hulu, Netflix, something that it doesn't really restrict me too much. I feel like Netflix would still restrict you quite a bit, but Hulu don't. Hulu don't care.
Hulu stay true, baby.
They be with that. Max, Max is good too. South Park's on Max, so
I think I don't know. I have a good feeling about this podcast, and I can't wait to, keep doing this, stay consistent, with you, man. It's going to be good.
We're going to explore the boundaries of what's possible by microphones, electronics, and radio waves.
But again, anything else you want to close off on before we end this episode?
I guess the only thing that I'd want to say is, this isn't us.
This isn't us.